Hey everybody, I am Kyle, interviewing Rewind here for DashFight, filling in for Jammers because he's actually casting over to the side. My man, runner-up. You satisfied with that performance over in MK, or were you hoping for the big crown?
Once I started playing really good, I was hoping to take it all, but I'm emo about it, but I'm pretty happy about it at the same time.
Yeah, it makes sense. I didn't really get close to second most of the events I played, so kudos to you. Any opponents that surprised you? Like, who do you really feel like the strongest was? Obviously the twins, you know, both being in top 3, but anybody else stand out to you?
Sonic. I was impressed that he actually made as deep as a run as he did, considering he hasn't practiced that much at all. Yeah, that's pretty much just Sonic, to be honest. And Procs is always going to be really good. He double eliminated me, but Sonic for sure.
Gotcha. Is RoboCop the real deal?
Robo is really good now, but he still has his problems. I don't think he's top tier or high tier or anything. I think he's mid tier.
Gotcha. All right, thank you. You won Evo in Injustice 2. You know, this was the shot to go win MK. Is this something you're going to stick with moving forwards? Are you going to stay with NRS games, or are you going to try and make a switch to Project L?
Oh, I'm definitely playing Project L. I want to play Street Fighter 6. I'm already kind of branching out now in preparation for the new games. But yeah, I'm not gonna stick to just NRS games anymore because I feel like I can take my talent and transfer it to other games. Gotcha.
And what's the one you're most hyped for, out of curiosity? There's a bunch of new releases coming up, a lot of new games on the circuit. I heard a ton about multiverses whilst I've been here. Any thoughts?
Of course, if NRS announced a new game, that would shoot up to the top 1. But right now, Street Fighter 6 and then Project L. But I really like Street Fighter 5, so I'm looking forward to 6.
Become DashFight's supporter on Patreon. Get early access to DashFight guides. Click the link in the description.
And you play Johnny, Jockey, Liu Kang. I think I saw your Kotal Khan. Yeah, you play a hell of a lot of characters. What's the thought process that goes into the selection? Is it about the player you're going up against? Is it specific matchups? What do you look to in terms of your character select when you go into a match?
It's a little bit of both, because two people can play the same character, but they might play it differently. And if I know if I know they struggle with a particular character, I might play that character versus specifically them. But the player and the character they're playing definitely dictates who I'm gonna go, because I of course want the advantage, but I also don't want to be at a disadvantage. I'd rather either be neutral, we both got equally a chance, or I'm taking the advantage. There's no point traveling, wasting your time at a disadvantage. So
that makes sense. And then just curious, you mentioned what the next NRS game could be. Are you hoping it's in the Injustice series, because that's where you found your most success?
Either or is cool. I kind of prefer Injustice, not because of my past success, but because it's not as gory. And with all the gore that MK has, it's actually blacklisted from a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
So that's you don't get TV spots. You can't be on TV. When I was playing Injustice 2, I was on TV. That would not happen in this game. A lot of sponsors don't like Mortal Kombat. So I would hope Injustice, but anything's better than nothing. So.
Yeah, I feel that, because I was watching, thinking about doing tournaments in it, and I would see, just axes to the groin constantly and crowd cheers, a lot of blood. I'm like, it's gonna be tough. What would you get to sponsor that? That's challenging.
Right.
But anyway, last question, I guess. First Evo in a while, COVID over, not really over, but what's it feel like to be back on land, surrounded by the community, and how's it feel?
It feels like a power-up for sure. You don't get that, what is it called? Just, I guess, that motivation. That it literally is like a power-up. The crowd cheering for you.
Yeah.
Even the people cheering for the person you're playing against. It's surreal. It's a live event. You don't get that feeling at home. And even with the netcode improving with a lot of games nowadays, it doesn't top offline. So I missed it.
Gotcha. And last thing, I guess, just any shout out to the fans and supporters at home.
Shout out to my mother.
Hell yeah.
Definitely shout out to all the people who support me on my stream, YouTube, my community, and just all the people in this venue who are rooting for me. But yeah, supporters, mother, that's it.
All right, well, that's sweet, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us. This was Rewind here at Evo for DashFight. See you soon.